Let's jump to this story from SCNR. Vice President Harris raises $81 million in a day, breaking the 24-hour fundraising record. Even those that may have preferred an open convention have quickly coalesced around her overnight. And I have a question. If you donated the maximum to Joe Biden's campaign, could you donate a maximum to Kamala Harris's campaign because it is a different campaign? And are they allowed to transfer the funds from the Biden campaign to the Harris campaign?
I've seen a lot of mixed reporting on this. Like, I know, what's his name, who's Vogue's new political correspondent, was saying money that was raised through the DNC for the Biden-Harris campaign, she gets access to. But then other forms, she may not. So
if I donated, I shouldn't say but if a person donated, what is it, $2,300? Is it the max this year?
I think so.
28.25.
Is it? What is it?
20.25 per person.
2,825.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's for Missouri.
For Missouri, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not federal.
Oh.
So that's probably state then. Yeah. But it could be. It could be still governed by FEC. I'm not sure. But my question is, regardless, if you donated the max to Joe Biden, and then Joe Biden drops out, Kamala Harris gets that money. Can the same person donate the maximum to Kamala Harris? She's a different candidate.
I believe you can do a transfer, like transfer your money from a PAC to another PAC.
That means individuals can make double the donations if that's true. Wow. So I want to know if that's true or not, or if they just say, no, the Biden-Harris ticket donations count towards Harris as well.
And it might depend if you donated to like a super PAC versus like through the DNC or something.
You can give any amount to super PACs.
Also, $81 million for 81 million votes, right?
Yeah. Well, my friends, we're at the point in saving democracy where you choose your nominee by secret ballot through political elites to shut down the candidate, Donald Trump, who was chosen by popular mandate. Democrats are choosing their nominee in secret at a convention, and the American people have no say. Donald Trump was chosen by the American people who voted in a primary process, and the Democrats are calling that fascism.
I had seen some reporting on Saturday when I was traveling back that the timing of his withdrawal was significant because, this was on Sunday. The DNC, if I'm not mistaken, by their rules, and some of the rules have to be decided on at convention, if he had become formally the nominee and then withdrawn from the campaign, that the leadership of the Democratic National Committee would then have the right to select the new person. They wouldn't have to rely on delegates at all. And so it is interesting to me that, there is now this month period where theoretically Kamala could get challenged. There's all kinds of people who could step out of the woodwork and say, actually, I don't support her. She could fall on her face in polling. I mean, we really don't know. And I will also point out that at least $1 million of this, 81 million, probably was that 1 million raised by Win with Black Women. This was this call that like 44,000 women got on and raised money for Kamala, because so much of this really is going to be about identity politics.
This 81 million seems to be explicitly the Harris campaign. That's why it's a record amount. Super PACs have raised way more than that. Nobody counts that towards record amounts. They're saying Team Harris has raised this, and it's from the official Harris for President campaign issuing the statement. They could be lying, I guess, and calling Team Harris anything meant to support Democrats, but I do not believe that's the case.
And there were all those major donors who had told Biden they were going to stop donating until he left the ticket. So maybe this is just promises being fulfilled, right? He's left the campaign, and so these people who would have been donated to the campaign anyways are now putting their money, where their mouths are, so to speak, because he's left. And so they, in some ways, Kamala is now owed the money that they were holding hostage.
Can they transfer this to the next candidate?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. Who would her
Right.
VP be? Because how do you balance a Kamala Harris ticket?
Kamala's going to choose Hillary, and then she's going to...
she's going to lose again.
No. Kamala's going to choose Hillary Clinton as her VP, and then as soon as she gets elected, Kamala is going to suffer a boating accident in Arkansas, and Hillary Clinton will become president.
Her dream. Yeah. That's her dream.
I think it's very important that we wish for the health and well-being of President Joe Biden, and I mean that with all sincerity, and Kamala Harris. Donald Trump is doing very, very well in the polls. He's raising lots of money. He has survived an assassination attempt. And again, in all seriousness, the temperature is way too high. Everybody needs to chill out. I think, and we got to go over what happened with this hearing in just a little bit. But I think the best thing for this country and for those that support Donald Trump is that Joe Biden appear this week with a smile on his face and says, guys, I am not ill. There was no emergency. I'm just thinking that the Democrats are right, and I'm not going to be able to run this campaign properly.